Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again, bringing you the finale, the 6th mission in the Resistance campaign on my Brink hard difficulty video walkthrough. And this level is entitled Airborne, and this is the worst level on the game. This is the final level of the Resistance campaign. It is the most bullshit, most broken, most damaged, most awful, most... This is hell. This is the definition of hell. This is Tartarus. This is anything you want to call it. This is, the home for infinite losers. This is just fucking hell. This is awful. And this very first push, you have to blow this door up with a soldier. And as soon as you blow the door up, that is when this starts to show you that this game should have never been made. Because you have to run this piece of intel into the enemy spawn, and the enemy spawn on this level, for whatever reason, it just seems to be endless. They always seem to be there. They always seem to have full numbers in the spawn. You then have to process this info into the plane, which takes like 15 seconds, and if you drop it and they stand over it, they will return it to where I've just got it from. And they build turrets, they fucking camp. It is awful. It is bullshit. It sometimes feels impossible. We tried this level 3 times, and the first 2 times we attempted it was pointless. It's, goodness me, I mean, just watch this. Just watch the lengths of depravity that's gone into level design on this fucking game. It's like, oh! I could have an embolism just thinking about this awful level. So you run it in here. This is where they spawn. Look, he's already got a turret up, the motherfucker. There's the intel. There's the big fat bastard up on the roof of that plane. I'm in their spawn right now. The machine in front of me to my left, on the opposite side of this machine, is where you put the intel. But you'll notice there's the turret to my side there. And if I don't kill that turret, it will kill me when I try and put the intel in. And this is where we have to put it in. And am I going to make it? Oh, I made it first time. Oh my god, my friends must have been fucking happy when that happened. But basically, that right there is one of the hardest pushes on the game, and we just got super lucky. The only problem is, it doesn't end. There's another push exactly the same, but on a separate side of the plane, and I think on this one, we get massively raped, just because of how easy we got the first one. The last 2 attempts we tried, we never got past that first bit that I just did then, which just goes to show how random and how luck-based some of this stuff can be. God, it's bad. It is so bad, and I wish each and every one of you that's watching this that has to play this bullshit the most luck, because you're gonna need every fucking ounce of it. You really are. Get your rabbit's foot, get your lucky coin, do your little mantra dance, do what you can. You're gonna need it. I just find it crazy, man. I really do. How something this bad can get put into a game that is this bad. It's like, if anybody played Halo 3 on Legendary, and you played the game, and the game was pretty challenging because the AI on Halo is pretty smart, and it always forces you to fight, and it was always fair though. It was hard, but it was fair. And then you got to Cortana, and it was like, what the fuck is this level? How did this get past playtesting? Endless amounts of flood, like maze-like labyrinthian levels, and just constant death. It was some of the hardest stuff you'd ever faced in years. Like trying to play fucking the Donkey Kong cabinet with your feet. It's just unbelievable. It makes me think that the people that design this kind of shit are the same people that, every year crucify themselves out of some, morbid need to self-flagellate or something crazy. It's just obscene, really obscene, because nobody can find this kind of stuff fun. But this bit is easier right now. This is a nice little release, but this room is tough at the same time, because once you've hacked this thing that my mate's hacking on the wall over there, it's going to release another intel that you've got to run back to that plane. And getting in this room to run the intel is really difficult, because when you die, because the enemies spawn so close to this area, they're going to camp this fucking room. They will drop turrets, they'll drop mines, they'll sit in here and two-shot you. It becomes really frustrating, and it lives up to the name of being the hardest level on the game, because it's just unplayably bad at times. It's it's really something else. I wish I could have got the live commentary and my friend's commentary, but I haven't quite managed to figure out how to do it, because when I was doing the Fallout Honest Hearts DLC, every so often when I was doing the live commentary, it'd just stop, and I'd still be talking and I wouldn't know, so I'd lose half the commentary. I need to find a surefire way of recording myself live and my buddies at the same time, because recording my buddies is fine, but it's keeping me in that mix that I seem to be having difficulties with. So hopefully when I figure that out, it'll come in handy, because if a game that's this level of bad comes out again, there's no way I'm going to lay commentary over it. I'm going to have our voices as we're playing it, just so you guys can see the bullshit, because I could have even put a little counter in the bottom corner of curse words of how many times we all sweared, and it'd have probably hit 1,000, because all we were doing, well, fuck it, like a rap album, we were just hitting on all cylinders, just ridiculous frustration. And to make it even worse, this level was about maybe 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning or something, because we've been playing it since 10, and we did the entire game on hard, from start to finish, in about 3, maybe 4 hours, something like that, so it was pretty late. We all wanted to get off, we were all sick of playing, and this level just didn't feel like it was doable. It was just fucking awful. And don't waste your time building them MG nests, because I don't know if you saw the other video when I'm shooting one, but it is one of the worst guns you can use on this game, unless you're an AI bot, because when they get on it, they'll tuke burst you. It's ridiculous. It's so bad. But one of the luxuries right now is, every time you do an objective on this level, you get a nice extension. So we do have 16 minutes, even though it's going to be 16 minutes of, pure frustration, it is still 16 minutes. And right there is me trying to heal my buddy, but the game just fucking up because it's been designed by a bunch of toddlers. But, just keep pushing forward, keep trying your best. And look at it now, we're trying to get down so we can pick up that intel. Oh no, sorry, my buddy's already picked it up, but look at him! This is not even where we're supposed to be going, and they're still putting up a massive fight. Oh, it's just awful! And oh no, sorry, they've put the intel back. There's the intel, there's another guy. Can I clean him up? He's grenading him. Oh, fuck, I'm in trouble. There we go. Didn't even live long enough on the ground to revive myself. I just got dick slapped. And then you spawn all the way back in this area, miles away from where you need to be, and it allows the computer to set up fortifications for when you get back there, so that you can get insta-killed again and have to make this stupid journey. But there goes my buddy Rye. He's got the intel, he's making a push for it, I'm backing him, I'm like, come on dude, let's fucking do this, let's get this shit done. We run over here, and it's just a wall of death. Look, there's one guy there, on the wing, don't know what he's doing, there's some guy at right of me, absolutely rapes me, my buddy's hiding down there, there's 2 of them on him, he's on his ass, I'm back up, there's 3 of them, sorry. I mean, look at this shit, just look at that. How is this a good idea? Goodness me. And now, they're going to send it back to where we took it from, so we've got to run all the way back into that place that we hacked to get the fucking thing to take it back to the other place, and they've all had chance to spawn. So when we get there, there's going to be even more. I mean, look at this fat bastard here and his buddy, who luckily enough, for some reason hasn't seen me. Now he has, now I'm in trouble. And I'm currently in no man's land. That is not where you want to be. And I went there with the illusion that I was going to somehow make a fucking difference and help my buddies when they finally got here and I'd cleaned it up a bit. But then I remembered this isn't a functional game with any logic to be had, and I'm just a giant pinata. God. Oh. I think this might be what hell is, or what purgatory is. This push of this level, constantly going from the spawn to get that suitcase to fuck up in that airplane, to go from the spawn to get that suitcase to fuck up near that airplane. That is purgatory. That is what you're going to face if, you don't say your 7 Hail Marys every day. It's just ridiculous. I mean, look at this now. Some bastards put a turret up here, and there's a fat guy there. So we can't even get to the objective that we need to push. And here I go. I'm playing the objectives. I'm a gold medal champion. See what I can do. And right now, I'm saying to the guys, like, I'm not even sure where the fuck on this plane I'm supposed to put this thing. Why have I picked it up? But you don't want the AI to pick it up, because they don't even move. They're fucking dumb as all. They'll just stand there having a cig until somebody kills them. And they don't even fire back, which is just cruel. But I look down here, I hop over that banister, and this is looking pretty good. It's pretty clear. And then it is. There he is. There's one motherfucker there. Clean him up. Turn him aside. I thought he was on my side. I thought he was on my side, and he wasn't. Motherfucker, look at that. And right then, we were thinking, that's as close as we're going to get. And I'm just like, it's still there, guys. It's still there, guys. Get it as fast as you can. And the bots had already sent the case back to where we have to pick it up from. Like, oh my god. Look at this. Just look at this. And there's 7 more minutes left of this. 7 minutes of this. Fucking garbage. It's just bad. It's just completely bad. And it should never been the objective. Why are they able to send it back? Why? It's like, they should just have to defend it and hope for the best. It's just silly. I mean, I could understand it online, definitely. That'd be a really good mechanic against human beings, not against fucking super deadshot AI. That's just a recipe for disaster. Here we go. Fat guy trying to build a turret, and look at that! That motherfucker had his turret out. He didn't even have his gun out. I put a full clip in him. He somehow manages to pull his gun and one-shot me. Fun times! Oh, come on, kids. This is what you're going to dream of. This is what a good summer spent is all about. Playing a shit game. I mean, just look at that. It's like, I am a pretty patient guy. I've done some things I never thought I'd do with video games purely because I'm stubborn and because I don't like losing. And if something beats me, I want to know why, I want to know how, I want to beat it back. It's just who I am. But there's no winning. Even when we did this level, I didn't feel like we'd done anything different. I just felt like we got, you know, fucking the Red Sea parted and we just got that clear-cut run. Even though it was 17 minutes of pure ballsack stabbing pain. Just madness. And see, they've already got turrets up and I can't even kill the fucking turrets because there's that many assholes shooting at me. It's just insanity, pure insanity, but you see my boy gets taken out there, there's no medics to be seen. It's like Ryan, I think either Aden or Ryan who I'm playing with, one of them made a really good point of, why can't you pick the class of the AI? Why can't our entire team be medics instead of fucking covert ops and engineers running around helping nothing? It makes no sense. It was just, I don't know, man. How thick are the glasses of these developers that they can't see past their own fucking hand to realise maybe some of the stuff they put in the game wasn't a good idea? It's like, human beings as human nature is, as the human animal is, we're stubborn. That's what we are. Some people don't admit they're wrong. They don't like to admit they're wrong, especially if they're prideful or any at all conceited. And don't get me wrong, I'm a lot like that when I think I'm right about something. I will fight it fucking tooth and nail. And even when I'm wrong, I'm still kind of like, you know, bastard, thought I were right kind of thing, because I'm a stubborn guy. But sometimes you've just got to admit you're wrong. That it's not gonna be, it weren't as good as you thought it was. It were good on paper, you put it in the game, it didn't work. But yeah, and there's probably a few, you know, optimists, there's probably a few, you know, Brink enthusiasts that are doing the whole, well, maybe they'll fix it in a sequel. And it's like, no! No! They had 4 years to fix it! What were they doing in them 4 years? Fucking play Monopoly? It's like, what were they doing? Seriously? Were they in Photoshop touching up the textures? Because I don't know about your guys, but I'm not staring at the textures when I'm getting anally raped by bots. I couldn't give a fuck about the textures. It could look like Quake on a you know, Windows 95 on a DOS operating system. It wouldn't fucking make a difference. But it's enough of my bitching. You're probably sick of me by now. We've got the suitcase, but you'll notice the AI has it, so we're fucking screwed. There's a ton of guys down there. I throw a grenade. I'm reviving people. I'm just praying that we can get this thing down here. It's looking bad. Look at that AI. He has the suitcase and he stood there. What is he doing? Seriously, and he drops it. I don't know if I've got it or... No, my buddy's got it. I run down the opposite side to try and, you know, draw some fire. And I do a very good job of that. The only problem is you take 2 bullets, so it's not a lot of fire. And they probably... Have they sent it back? I can't tell. No, they sent it back then. Look at that. There's just no words. What is that? There needs to be a word that sums up what is happening here. We need to create a word. Goodness me. So, I'm thinking now with some, you know, severely, you know, sleep-deprived logic, that maybe if I stay out here and I kill as many as I can, maybe I drop them down, you know, onto the bellies so that they don't respawn initially. Yeah, that didn't work. But it does actually pay off, because what ends up happening when we get the final pushes, I run out onto the concourse area there, and I get behind the cover of those cargo belts, and I start shooting, and I have a gunfight with about 5 of them, and I'm crouching to stay alive, popping up, shooting them, and they all start shooting at me. And my buddy is then allowed to run into the area and get the plant because they're all focused on me. And it was one of those things that it was almost serendipitous in how it happened, but it worked. And that is how we eventually do it. So this is where I hide behind. I sit over behind that concrete there. It might not be this push, I'm not sure. We'll soon find out. So I've come down, there's a guy, God, there's so many guys. Look at that. And look at this. That is where you have to put this objective. It has no cover, and it's side on from the very conduit that is their spawn. So as soon as they leave their spawn, they have direct line of sight to you, and you have nowhere to hide. What do you have to do? You have to stand there with your fucking iPhone out and hack the machine. Goodness me. But I think this is, yeah, I kill this guy, I clean him up, I see that guy that's just run to the left, I see those two guys there, I throw a grenade, and I sit here. I get behind this, and I defend. And I defend like a motherfucker, like my life depends on it. And I sit behind the concrete, pop up, kill a dude, pop back down as soon as I start getting tagged. And for some reason, the AI focuses on me. And my guys are now able to get down there and do some work. So I'm shooting, I'm drawing the fire, I'm just sitting behind here. And just look at that 0% start going upwards. So that's another AI drawing some more fire. There's at least 5 guys looking at us now, thinking that they're defending. I'm not too sure when it starts working, but it does. So I'm shooting, crouching, staying as best as I can. They're all focused on me. I'm telling my guys, I'm like, come on dudes, this is the best time if we've got any to get this shit done. You'll see that TRW Aden's just on my right there through that piece of cover. He's making his way around. And there we go, it's going up. It's like, come on, let's do this, let's fucking do this. Shooting, crouching, just trying to stay alive, trying to draw as much fire as I can. 70%, 80%, they're still coming up here, they're still ignoring him. Level's done, son. Fuck you, Brink. Fuck you in the eye. There you go, guys. I hope it helped. That is the worst experience of my, young life. As far as the Xbox 360 goes, that is a bad game, that is a broken game. There's your achievement, you've earned it. Thanks for watching.